The last weekend in the World Cup 2016 group stage is upon us, brave warriors. Welcome to the second summary.
We are broadcasting live in Facebook from Imperia online headquarters, and Brazil has finally gained their first influence points.
Seriously, Diane, that's the most important news so far for you?
Yes, Mitko, for me that's big news. It took a whole week for the 2014 world champion to gain some influence points in the group stage, considering other teams haven't done that yet.
Oh, I see what you did there.
This is not that funny. I mean, wow.
I know.
Well, guys, you probably don't know what we are talking about, but we will cover it very shortly.
Of course they know what are we talking about, but anyway, we will talk about it later.
Okay.
The thing no one knows what we're talking about. Yes. Okay, so let's show the people some statistics finally, because we haven't showed them any statistics from the World Cup yet. Yes. It's been a whole week and people probably want to know what the hell is going on in the group stage. So there you go, people, the official group stage week 1 statistics, but from 2 p.m. server time, because actually
I need to make that beautiful spreadsheet and the art and the stuff.
Needs to make this epic table with all these shiny gizmos, pictures, etc. So, where should we begin, Diane?
Well,
left, right, or center?
Let's start with Alliance influence points.
Yes.
Because this is what we'll
talk about later.
Yes, and this is the main goal that the teams are after.
Yeah.
So Alliance influence points, most Alliance influence points for Croatia.
Yeah.
By now. By 2 p.m. server time. This info is extracted at 2 p.m. server time.
I don't think that there will be any
changes. Not big difference anyway.
Yeah.
So second place Argentina, Lithuania on third place.
Yeah.
Who would expect that?
Well,
wow. Yes. Followed very closely by Bulgaria, Poland, Turkey, Georgia, Albania, Russia, Spain, Peru, Canada, Colombia, Serbia, Brazil, Romania. Okay, I think one very particularly strong country is missing from this statistic. I mean,
yes,
Italy.
This is Italy. Italy is the big team which is still missing in the top 10.
16.
In the top 16.
Wow.
Well, in anywhere the Italians are missing. Diane, what is happening with the Italians?
I'm absolutely clueless, Mitko. Really, I don't know. They started strong. They have a lot of network points.
Yeah.
Actually, they're doing good, but I don't know what is happening with them this year. This is such a mysterious occurring. I don't know.
Do you think that they are just waiting for the right moment to?
Well, you can't wait for the right moment at the group stage. You need to take Castle as soon as possible, to hold it as much as you can, to accumulate as much points you can, and just move to the finals. Right now, Italy is not even in the top 3 countries in their group.
Yes, we will see. We will see it later, and we will talk about Italy some more, because we love to talk about.
Yes, guys,
teams.
we will talk about this mystery and conspiracy later. Let's move on to the teams with castles. Spreadsheet. We see that Argentina have 4 castles at the moment.
I will say it again. Very solid. This is one very solid team.
Yes, absolutely. In the predictions, as I remember, we also thought that Argentina will do good, and they are constantly good at their performance in the World Cup.
People will say, well, their group is easy. No,
No, it's not easy.
It's not because they have to deal with Bosnia and Herzegovina in their
Yes.
group, and also with other strong teams. And
And as you can see, Bosnia and Herzegovina are the biggest war declares right now.
Yes, very aggressive and very dangerous
Yes.
team. And you just cannot have an easy group when you have Bosnia in it.
Yes,
And that's the
absolutely.
truth. That's why I think that Argentina's performance is completely legitimate
Absolutely.
and deserves respect.
Other thing, you remember last week Brazil, by the time of the podcast, Brazil didn't have any
Yeah,
castle. Right
yeah.
now they have 3
Yes,
castles.
yes.
They just exploded on
Yes.
those castles. I don't know if my prediction that they will take a castle till the end of our last. Till the end of the day,
Yeah.
in of our last podcast, I hope I was right.
Yeah.
But they are doing good. They showed that they were champions for a reason.
Yeah.
And they are continuing to grow in influence points. Right now, they are on which place? Well, they are on 15th place, but with those castles, they will start to accumulate points at much higher pace, and
Yeah.
they will finish
Yeah.
with higher points at the end.
Yes.
If they manage to defend the castles, of course.
Getting 3 castles in a very short time means that tactically you have prepared.
Maybe this is
Good.
intentional waiting from them. I mean,
Yes, yes.
who knows? But good execution nonetheless.
Yes. So, people are starting to fighting, as we can see, and we saw
Yes.
some big fightings and
Well, yes,
huge wars.
let's move to the finished
Yes.
wars table. You can see one of the most bloodiest wars is United Kingdom and Mexico,
yeah.
and Russia and Germany.
Yes.
Well, those two wars have close to 30,000 military points shared
Yeah.
between the teams. This is huge, guys.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
were some
Massive armies
massive
clashed.
armies. Yes.
Very good. We respect that, and we expect a lot more fighting because after all, we are playing a military game.
Yes. On another thing I want to
Yeah.
point out is the war between Iran and United States. The war which Iran lost.
Very close
But
one.
look at the points.
Yes.
Just 10
Yeah.
points difference.
Yeah.
And things could go either way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Saudi Arabia and Slovakia also
very big war. Yes.
made a very big war. I mean,
Good job,
nice.
guys. Keep
Keep
those
going.
wars up and insist fear into your enemies.
Let me ask you the obligatory question.
Okay.
In the group phase, do the wars matter?
Well, if you manage to make your opponent suffer a lot of their firepower, to
Yes.
lose their to lose a lot of their firepower, they will not be able to conquer and to hold those castles for a long time. I mean,
Yes.
if you hinder their military performance
Yes.
by war,
Yes.
and of course, if when you win the war, you win the goodies. I
Yes.
mean, resources and stuff, which boosts your production and development. So, absolutely, wars matter.
The reason I'm asking you this question is because you don't see
The
Croatia.
big names.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't see the big names in these wars.
This is the consequences of the qualifiers. Who will mess with Croatia? They don't want to mess with Croatia, and Croatia is okay with that and just taking and defending castles. They just made the other teams fear them, and this is what they do best. I mean, World Championship after World Championship. I mean, come on. They're doing this for a reason. This is why I'm saying just go hard on the qualifiers. Not like, okay, I mean, I don't need to push myself more. You need to push yourself more just to be like the Croatians. I mean, nobody wants to mess with them.
As much as I hate you, I must agree with you
Well, absolutely.
on this. Yeah.
They
I know.
just made the other teams fear from them. I mean, it's obvious. So much network points, so much undefeated players.
Yeah.
They had the only undefeated players through the
Yeah.
qualifiers. Well, who messed with those guys?
Well, probably not the countries that are
That are
here.
in their group.
Yes, not the countries
Well, I
in
hope
their
this
group.
is not the case in the finals, because it will be one-sided victory, and it can be avoided. It can be avoided. I'm saying this many times. I'm giving you this advice all the time. If you have one sure winner, based on your opinion, you can just unite and make them fall out through the ranking. I mean, just do it. Focus your
Sure.
focus your
And,
armies.
And the Croatians, the world champions.
But the thing is, you know what?
And one of the most dominant teams.
You
will
know what
just
is
sit
happening.
there and
Yes,
let anyone unite against them.
But no one can withstand the unity of many attacks appointed to them. I mean,
Yes,
it's
you
impossible.
have
But
a
you know
point.
what is happening in the group stage, in the finals? They're just afraid. People are afraid, and they shouldn't be afraid. They're just afraid based on the Croatia performance, like I said, from the qualifiers and maybe the group stage. But this is huge to get upper hand in the mental games. I mean, huge. You see, I'm watching, for example, Ultimate Fighting Championship, and there's a guy who will fight tomorrow, and he's just like that. He intimidates his opponents, he makes them lose the mind game, and he's winner after that. His name's Conor McGregor, anyway. This is what he's doing. This is huge and big.
Okay.
It's a very, very valid tactic. But people are doing the following. They are going into the finals, and they're just like starting mini wars between them, hoping to climb one position on top, and they're losing the big picture, and the big picture is Croatia at the moment. They should focus Croatia.
Words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because I'm a wise guy. I started to grow
okay,
beard
okay,
just for that.
Okay, just shut up. Let's move on. Okay, that's enough.
Enough insight.
Yes.
The next ones will cost you money. So
Okay, that was free. Okay,
That was free.
I understand. We on top of compared to the wars and to the aggressiveness. I mean, look at France.
Yes.
435 attacks on players.
well,
Georgia.
and we will see later on the group's performance
Yeah.
page. They are doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Taking the fact they launched so many attacks on players means
Yeah.
that they have been successful with some of it, if not the most.
Yeah, and compared to this, we have only 3 castle assaults so far for 1 week.
You see, we have castle taken from Croatia. Check it.
Yes, a castle taken from
See, guys,
Croatia,
it's possible.
or a castle given by Croatia to the Russians in order to secure their allegiance. You don't consider this?
Well, guys,
point of view.
I think, guys, you are doing it in the bad way. I mean, why unite with? Why making coalitions with Croatia?
Because
Croatia will secure their second or third place in the finals, right?
Well, Croatia can promise you something, and they are powerful enough to deliver this promise. You know, it's better to play with them now. Yeah, you can always ruin.
But then you will
the
never.
talks
But
after
then
that.
you will never break the status quo. I mean,
Yes, you will never break the status quo. But if you are, but if you are not, if you're not convinced in your abilities, in your skills, and if you don't have allies,
well, this is the problem.
What will your choice be?
This is the problem. The players should be convinced in their abilities.
It's just like in the real world. Smaller, less powerful countries choose sides in the big picture. You have several
But
big,
we don't have castle wars.
powers.
We don't have castle wars. You know
Yeah,
what's the difference? Okay, let's move on. This
Yes,
is a very
I
big
know,
topic.
I know it's a large
we will
topic,
cover
and
it.
we are short of time. But I can guarantee you that this is not some well. I think, of course, I cannot guarantee you, but I think that this is just as a deal between Croatia and the Russians. So
Okay,
they have.
it's easy to check. I will check it later.
Yes.
I will check it later. I didn't wanted to check it before the.
Of course, we will not check it.
Yes, so I won't.
How
So
did it happen?
I won't be biased by
Yes.
the things.
Okay.
I'm just.
But I will be because I love to be biased.
Okay, next one.
Okay, next one.
Bulgaria takes a castle from Hungary.
Yes.
Good job, guys. I always knew you would do something, and you are doing it right now. Bulgaria very strong, and in their group also. Great job.
Just come with a Bulgarian T-shirt next time.
Why?
Oh, because you obviously are rooting for the Bulgarians.
No, I'm not rooting like I'm favoring them.
I'm messing
just
with
saying
you.
that they
I
are
know.
doing great this year.
I know.
They're doing very good this year.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
and another castle lost from Hungary to Colombia. So Hungary was a target.
Yes, Hungary was a target, and we are serious. We are well. When you have two castles taken from your rival teams, it's gotta be hurt.
Yes.
It's gotta be hurt. But we hope that Hungarians are tough enough to just shrug these losses off and try to get back into the game. I am sure that they can do it because we have seen them performing very solidly in the past championships.
Yes. Okay. Do we have something else to say based on this
Yes,
table?
we have Bosnians are the biggest war deckers with 2 wars declared so
and we
far.
have Serbians as the biggest pillagers.
Yes, and that cannot be a surprise.
Of course.
This is Serbia,
Yeah.
after all.
Yeah.
They love doing this.
Okay, we thought that Germany, Russia, Croatia, top military teams
Yes.
with most military points, top network points. Strangely enough, Poland is leader of network points.
Or is it?
Well, I expected Croatia to be the leader here.
Yes, you have expected, but we also heard from the Polish team statements that they are here to try to defeat their assembling team, to defeat the Croatians.
Well,
and it's probably logical for them to go well and to probably they're trying to win some kind of psychological war as well. Croatians will not be the ones with the most network points
Croatians
today.
won't be the ones with the most points, but they look at their alliance influence. I mean,
Of course, I'm looking. The Croatians are, after all, they can play. They're a good team. They're the world champions.
okay, let's check the groups. By the way,
Yes, let's check
just
the groups.
There are some very interesting things going on right there.
Yes, and in one particular group, but
Maybe
we
two.
will yes, we will talk about this particular group later, as we said. So
Okay,
we are immediately moving to.
Can we have us on the big screen? Thank
Yes.
you. Pay attention. Don't slack.
So
Just refresh. Wait.
wait. Let me just refresh
Full screen,
and see
please.
and see what will happen to the
Okay. So let's
moving immediately to group 1 and see did I tell you? Croatia has 3 castles, Russia has 1, just enough influence points for the both teams to be
Germany going into the
to be
finals
sure,
right now.
yes, but by network points.
By network
And
points, yes.
This is one very dangerous condition. You know that.
Well, look at the
Because-
difference between Germany and the
because
United States.
this is one very dangerous conditions, and I will tell you why.
Why?
Because
There is
of
nothing
Croatia.
dangerous here.
Because of Croatia.
There is nothing dangerous here.
Yes, there is. If Croatia decides that they don't need Germany in the finals,
What will happen? They-
United States will get a castle in the last 2 days of the competition. See, that's what I'm.
This is possible in every group.
Yes, when you have the powerful teams.
I'm talking about the things as they are right now.
Yes.
Based on points,
Yes.
no schemes, and everything.
Yes, but you also know that you said it earlier. You said it earlier. The sooner you get a castle,
The better, yes.
the better.
Of course.
And the only thing that guarantees you a place in the finals so far, as long as the castles are involved, are the influence points.
Absolutely.
If you don't have influence points, no matter how many network points you have, you are in danger.
This is absolutely
Yes.
correct. Okay,
Thank
moving
you.
on.
Thank you. Romania, Egypt,
Well,
and Portugal.
This group is no surprise.
Finally,
but
the Romanians started to gain influence points.
But guys, we saw in the comments that you told us that Egypt is not a strong player this year.
Yeah.
And you see that Egypt is on second place going into the finals, and Egypt are doing pretty good. I gotta admit, facing the silver medalists from the last World Cup in one group and doing this way, great. By the way, Portugal,
Yeah.
very good this year. They like waked up from hibernation. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, make a prediction then. Can you do it? Can Egypt and Portugal threaten Romania
No,
in some way?
no, not at this stage of the group phase. Maybe in the finals if they go to the finals, but at this stage of the group phase, no. The only thing Romania can do that
I'm
Romania
talking
can
about-
do is
Yeah.
giving Latvia or Morocco castle and kicking out.
Now you're thinking like me.
Well, yes, it's possible in every group. This is what I
Yes,
said.
yes.
But based just on the current points and influence points and network points, there are not going to be much of a surprise here. Okay, one of the biggest surprises this World Cup is Georgia.
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 Yes.
Georgia with huge amount of influence points, huge amount of network points, very good, and
Yeah.
they are ahead of Serbia.
Yeah.
Who would believe that? Just
Not me.
tell me.
Not me.
I
not
wouldn't
me. Definitely not me. Also, let me just remind you that it matters if you finish first in the group
Yes.
materially, because
Yes,
you get
yes.
diamonds. Also.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's important. It's not just prestige, psychological warfare, etc.,
Yes.
etc., etc. And so far, the Georgians are the pleasant surprise in Group
Good
3.
job, guys.
And
Really good job.
Probably in the entire, and we love that.
We saw.
We love underdogs.
We saw their performance last
Yes.
World Cup, this World Cup, and they're like going like big leaps. They're
Yeah.
taking big jumps.
They're improving.
Improving like from here to here to
Yeah.
here to here to here. Well, I can say one thing. I don't know what we can expect from Georgia 2 or 3 years later. I mean, 2 or 3 World Cups later. Maybe they will become champions one day. I mean, great jobs.
A man can dream and man can hope.
Amazing skills.
Yeah.
Amazing improvement of your skills, guys. Just great.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
And can we say this is a Lithuanian surprise also in Group 4?
Well, I told you that
Big step back from the Turks, probably, or
well,
they're just taking their time.
I don't know, but Lithuania really surprised me in the good way. I expected them not to be first. I mean, second or third place in the group stage, just to go into the finals and then unleash.
Yes, because they have
and
Mr.
then unleash fire.
Risaras.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. But they're actually starting to be more, I don't know, gameplay aggressive, if I can use this term. I mean, they're doing everything right. I mean, first in their group by network points, first in influence points, first position, very involved and active players
Yeah.
in their team. I mean, very well done. Da, da, da. I
don't know.
couldn't resist.
Should we be sad or should we be happy? Because I told you about Canada. Did I tell you? What did I
Yes,
tell you
but
last week?
I can't say disappointed. I am just feeling sad for Italy. They are going into barrages right now.
Yeah,
They're going. They have a spot. Okay.
yeah. As soon as
someone gets more
as
network
long
points.
as Japan doesn't make a deal with Canada, Spain, or Albania.
Well, yes, but the biggest surprise. Okay, let's
Yes,
just move
and
chronologically.
Not only that.
The biggest
yes,
surprise in this group, Albania.
Albania. Yes.
Guys, you are just rocking it. I mean, wow, very good job. Very big amount of network points and huge amount of influence points. Spain, nice. I expected Italy to fight mainly with Spain for the first place, but now you see Italy on fourth place with no influence points. Guys, what are you waiting? We have so much good players in the team.
Yeah.
I mean, what is going on?
One thing I can tell you about this group, just looking at it at the moment,
Maybe the strongest group,
I think yes, and I think Italy at the moment is in complete isolation.
Yes, and they are in big danger.
Yeah, yeah.
They are
big
in
danger.
big, just like
Hanging in the
red
balance.
lamp. I mean, red
Yes.
lamp with sirens should play right now because they are in big danger.
They have another week ahead of
I
them.
hope they mobilize and use this week in the most efficient way possible, because they are in danger at the moment.
Yeah, and you can be sure that those three teams, they already know that they can.
Guys,
they can throw out one of the powerful teams.
Yes, just my point. You see three lesser teams overthrow a
Yes.
big, very good
Which
team.
proves your point.
Which proves
Yes.
my point that you can, guys, overthrow the status quo at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, at least we know our game.
Stop waving your hands left and right.
Sorry.
Dude,
at least we know
come on.
our game is balanced enough because we have those kind of things.
Yes. Moving
in
on.
it. Okay, moving on. Group 6. Argentina, the solid performance we already said about it, but Saudi Arabia and France are going
Saudi
well.
Arabia, very big surprise. Also, I expected Chile to be in the top 3 or
Yes,
4.
yes,
But what is
yes,
happening
you're
there?
right.
I expected Chile to be there, but no. And we have Saudi Arabia, Argentina, very good performance
Yes.
so far. I expect they will be a big factor in the finals.
Yeah,
Big factor in the finals.
good play by the Argentinians.
Well, wait, can you
Yes.
just... And going into barrages, Belarus.
Well, no surprise at all. No surprise. I also mentioned Belarus. I told you that there will be there are very aggressive teams in this group.
Yes, there.
Belarus is one of them.
Yes.
You
But
can expect anything from
as
the
I
French.
told you, I expected Chile to be in the top 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 4th place, but not Belarus. I placed Belarus in my predictions like 5th, 6th or...
Yeah. I know.
This is very, very
It's
interesting.
getting interesting.
Yes.
And exciting. Brazilians are finally back in
Yes.
in,
Good
in,
job.
in the game with their first influence points, which they gained today, by the way.
Yes, and another
they
thing
are-
to notice,
Yeah.
just please, the difference in network points between Ecuador, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Uruguay.
Yeah.
This
It
three
will be-
play second, third, and fourth place
Yes.
can switch around like a roller coaster. They can go
Yes.
either way, and it's very interesting what will happen if we take the fact that Brazilians will just solidify their first place in the group.
And also, we must consider the fact that it will be very much dependent on Brazilians.
Who will they favor? Right?
Yes,
Yes.
being in a strong position with castles in your pocket, you can decide which of these teams will go along you. And
Well,
you know,
I just think that they will make South American pact in the last moment. this is just my speculation. I don't know if this will happen.
Sacrilege. Jan, how
But
could you think such thing?
Bosnia and Herzegovina are doing very good, by the way. They
Yes,
are
yes.
military oriented. They are doing great in their development. Very good.
Yes, but they are
gameplay.
surrounded by a wolf pack.
Yes, but one thing I can say to Bosnia and Herzegovina: take a castle.
Yeah.
Just take
At
a
least
castle.
try.
At least try and take a castle, because everything can change in the last 2
Yeah.
days if Brazil wants to favor one of the other teams.
Yeah, yeah. Can you feel the tension and the pressure of not having
Yes.
castle and influence
Yes,
points?
it's crazy. It's mind.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Mind-crushing.
I just admire all the players who are playing this tournament at the moment.
Yes.
Should
Okay.
we admire the Polish? Speaking of admiration,
Well,
they're doing fine.
bunch of good guys, of good
Yes.
players there.
Yes.
Very nice performance. First by network points, kinda expected
Yeah,
to be top of the network points. One of the top network points.
yeah.
Peru and Ukraine. I expected Algeria to do a bit better
Me too. By the way.
based on their network points. Only I expected for them to get at least into the barrages.
Yeah.
But no one knows what Poland have in mind. We saw what last year happened, and
Can you compare the Poland-Peru thing
To?
with Croatia-Russia thing? Do you think that we have the same kind of relationships?
I told you I need to check these things out to be absolutely sure, and I don't want to check those things
Just
before the
speculate.
show. Speculate, okay? No.
No, okay. Ah, come on.
By the way, you look their flags. I mean,
Yeah, that's not the only similarity, I think. Okay.
yes, okay. And the last group,
The last group is not at all the least interesting one, because I think that we will have surprises here as well, especially for that third place, because probably
Hungary was focused, fired, and stripped
yes,
from their castles, 2 castles, actually.
by two very powerful teams.
Yes, Bulgaria and Colombia. You told me that Colombia will do great this World Cup,
yeah.
and they are doing great.
Yeah.
Still, Bulgaria is on the first place,
Yes.
as I predicted that they will do great.
And, yes,
I think in my prediction, Mexico would be on the third place and not Hungary. Hungary are really surprisingly good this year.
it will all depend, I think, by the Bulgarians and the Colombians. Who will they want to play with in the finals? But probably the fight here will be for the third and the fourth, the barrage place.
The barrage place is not group dependent.
Yes, I know, but yeah, but you know that.
But if you lose army in
Yes.
wars, if you
Yes.
are constantly attacked, I mean, you slow down your development, and your
and-
network points are going poof, and you
Yes.
are not going to the barrages.
and
of
if you
course.
accidentally get a castle
accidentally.
in the last 2 or 3
Stop with
days,
your schemes. I mean,
and
why?
conspiracy, because I love them. Yes, I know.
Okay, one thing, another thing to mention: United Kingdom started very good the group stage.
Yeah,
They started strong, hard,
yeah.
but something happened. You see, they are almost twice less network points than Mexico. I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe they will take a guess.
Maybe they are on holiday. Yes, of course. If they take a castle accidentally, they can overthrow Mexico from the
And
fourth
Hungary.
place. Yes, and Hungary as well. I'm telling you again, this is the group stage is as much meta game.
Yes.
As is a tactical, military, and
Well, the next week will be
very
like
interesting.
bada bing, bada boom, I think. With the castle thing.
Especially the last 2 days, because we know
What happens,
We already know what happens in the last 2 days of each group phase. So the only thing we can say that, guys, you have exactly 1 week left to decide whether you want to go to the finals or not.
Mitko, I think they already decided that. Well, I don't think there is a team in the group phase who doesn't want to go in the finals.
It's more dramatic to say it this way. You
I
know,
see,
that
I
there
see,
has to
I
be
see,
a drama.
I
So,
see.
guys, fight each other during the weekend and give us something to talk about on Monday.
See you in the next Summary Brave Warriors.
Take care.